All right, so I have some good news. It's not about the truck though. I finally get to get this out of my shop. This is a 2018, 19, can't even remember, Sportsman 850 Highlifter. As you can see, it's got a Bluetooth engine. I finally got the new engine back. This bad boy is actually going to be going out of town with me. And when I'm not working, I'll be tinkering on this thing. So that's gonna free up pretty much all of this space. I'll actually take my mobile tool set with me, maybe the chainsaw. All right, we are all packed up and loaded up. Got the broken truck pusher 5000 ready to go. And we gained back some garage space. Hopefully, when this thing comes back, we won't be pushing it around anymore. All right, so we're officially tucked away in the back cave. Jared's little project back here. So, fun fact, my strap has been dangling. No telling how long that was there. Everything else was in the bed of the truck. So, it's all tucked away. Next time we see this thing, we'll be hopefully tossing that engine in. We are in the storage unit. It's got a lot of shit laying everywhere. So, I actually took some of the body panels over to a car wash and sprayed them off. So I'm gonna get those moved in here shortly. But, I'm gonna open up that engine and get an idea of what parts I'm going to need to order. Alright, so bad news. Started to prep this new engine, but the stator flywheel cover is off of it. And pretty sure I left the stator in Arkansas. One issue is I'm pretty sure I sent the new flywheel, or for the newer ATV, in with the engine. I would not be super shocked if I did send the flywheel if they just didn't package it and send it back. I'm going to clean up the work area, slide that engine in, get my boxes ready to go. It's going to be a few days before I head back to Arkansas, so I don't want to be lugging them around in the meantime. Plus, we're going to go on a little trip, so this video will probably come out long after we actually show the video of the trip, but it's real life, especially when you have multiple projects going on in 2 different states. So, Jared is back here slaving away.
It's not going well.
No. The moral to the story of both of these projects is they were someone else's project, but for Jared's case, he bought it, then tore it down, what, 5 years ago?
Yeah.
And he's forgotten how to put it back together.
Does not help that it's a bunch of aftermarket Harley stuff, and obviously this guy just used what he could, put some holes. It's not like normal shit where you're like, oh, this hole goes here. So even with the bags, with all the nice little, this is for the rear fender, what part? Where? Why are all these washers here? Why are all the screw sizes different? Oh well.
That's why I'm glad we're filming stuff now. For one, might help you guys out. Two, it will definitely help us out whenever we forget how it goes back together. But in my case, I bought a already disassembled, blown up ATV, and now I'm just trying to put the jigsaw back together. As I'm sure you can see, we're in a parking lot. So, what should we call this thing? The parking lot rebuild? Got everything pretty much ready to go, so now we're just gonna toss it on there. Ouch. The motor fully assembled, got the motor mounts on. I guess you'd call this flex plate. Got all the stator, water pump, all that stuff sorted out. Got the starter on it. So now, the next trick is going to be getting it in this engine bay without breaking anything.
I'm gonna have to pull it out from the back a little bit. I got the top. Okay. Alright, lean down towards me some. Kind of looks. It should just slide right.
But you pick up on that side. Pick it up and kind of lean it back.
There we go.
Now go down.
Haha! Yeah, buddy.
You owner's manual.
Now, the question is there enough goo after all that?
I don't know. I'm gonna get it torqued down, find out. Or I'm just gonna torque it down and
Deal with the leak? Yeah! That's how we do it.
We're back out here working on the Sportsman. I did test fit some of the body panels before we left yesterday, but I realized that my ECU has to go up there. So I've got to leave this off for a second so that I can snake that back up where it's supposed to go and then wrestle with that. The back is pretty much ready to go. Should have all the pieces I need to get this together because today we are moving it to our current living place. So Jared's back here working on his bike. So if anyone ever buys a Sportsman 850 and it's just in pieces like this one was, fun fact, your ECU goes here, right on the front of your airbox. I did not have the little rubber strap, so I sacrificed a bungee cord, just drilled some holes in it, strapped it down, and according to the internet, that is where it resides. So, yep, just fun fact. That was like 95% of my issue yesterday, was not knowing where that went, so save yourself the time, Google it. Made a lot of progress. Got the exhaust reinstalled. airbox, radiator, front fenders, all that stuff. So it's actually starting to look like a four-wheeler again. So, shot of this. So it's getting there, but come to the point where it's time to move this out of the storage unit. We're actually going to take it out to where we're living right now. That way I can just put the finishing touches on it now that it's all relatively in one piece. Not such a hazard or a headache to actually transport it. We're gonna go ahead and toss it up on the trailer and take it back. Got some meat smoking and a couple pork loins, but also got some good news. Four-wheeler is completely put back together. Now typically I'd leave the plastics off until I did the first start, but I've never seen this thing completely put together, so if I have to take it back apart, I will. No complaints, but I guess I really wanted to see how it all looks being one solid machine. Now I've topped off the radiator. I've bled that as much as I can without it running, because I can't start it because I do not have oil for it. So with where I'm staying, I do not have a shipping address, so I have that going over to a friend's house. Hopefully it's there today. Alright, so we are out here right after work. We're going to try to do a first start on it. Went in and put the oil filter and filled it up with oil. Normally it's a good idea to pull your spark plugs and turn it over. Let it build some oil pressure, but I'm not taking those body panels off again, so. I mean, it's either going to work or it's not. Necessarily sound good.
They did not. Sound all rattly.
Take it. I mean, what else can you do?
I don't know, man.
It's also a big engine and it didn't like fully start.
Just try and make sure you get enough primed in there that you don't break anything. quiet though. I mean, might not be quite as bad when you get on it, but it's pretty quiet once you get a couple feet out there. You're gonna be doing 3-point turns everywhere you go.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Don't care for these tires, man. I mean, I only got it up to 10 miles an hour.
Yes! Works. Good job, man. You want me to leave the bed?
Alright, so there we go. We have a running and driving four-wheeler. Now maybe somebody that has one of these can let me know. That clutch engagement seems a little harsh. So I don't know if that's like just the factory, because I know these things are geared pretty low. So I think that might just be kind of the nature of the beast there. But like I said, if you have one of these, let us know in the comments below if that's like a normal thing or not. Now, I will say, tire definitely rubs back here on that vent, so I'm gonna have to figure out something with that.
Only rub until the vent's gone.
Right? It'll self-clearance. So yeah, that's just kind of the initial start of the engine. I wanted to get it up to running temp, vary the RPMs a little bit. It's night, and I'm not sure if I can get away with just driving this sucker through the fields where I'm at. So don't want to push my luck there. So I do have to have a place to live. But anyways, hell yeah, this thing runs pretty awesome.